Well, I really want you to think about it because if you get a line of credit without business credit, this is just fantastic. And in today's conversation, I want to share with you a great lender. The name is Zing Funding, and they're offering a $500,000 credit line without business credit. FICO minimum 500, and startup is okay. If you have a startup, you are fine. Okay? I want you to hop on. Welcome back to today's conversation, folks. We have another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about a $500,000 business line of credit without business credit. And the FICO is 500 minimum. Startups are okay. And the lender is Zing Funding. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, please understand, folks, that this video is purely educational, purely informational. We have no affiliation, no association with this lender, Zing Funding. They have not paid us for anything. We're doing this for free. One thing I want you to understand is when you think about Zing Funding, I want you to think about fast funding. And we support this lender because they have custom terms and loans. They will actually customize their funding process for you, the borrower. You have terms and loan amounts that are tailored to your business. In other words, they actually analyze your macro, your industry, your geography, your liquidity, and based on those terms, they will actually create a bespoke loan for you. The process is safe and secure. So Zing Funding has built a very sophisticated process that protects your information by ensuring all data is sent over encrypted connections. You have customization, I've already spoken about that. So the range of financing options, terms, and payment frequency allow for custom solutions to your needs. For example, let's say your cyclicality or seasonality in your industry does not allow you to make monthly payments. Well, guess what? Zing Funding might actually create something that works for you where you pay every week or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. This is kind of cool because they have a team of financing specialists that actually are making sure that you get the funding that you need, but also that you're able to pay back. You have fast loan closings. We love that. So you get access to your funds within 2 business days and you get back to growing your business. And there's no credit pain. Remember, your personal credit score will not be affected when you apply or secure financing, and Zing Funding will help you build your business credit as you repay your financing. And this is purely a business line of credit without business credit. Let me now talk to you about the steps you need to follow here to apply for this loan. Folks, in case you are just more a reminder, I'm talking to you in today's conversation about a massive business loan from Zing Funding. Actually, it's not a loan, it's a business line of credit. And the maximum limit is $500,000. And it doesn't matter if you have no business credit or no personal credit, they don't care. They will look at other factors here. One thing that's very important here is that there are 3 steps. Number 1, you want to tell them about your business. So you take 3 minutes to 5 minutes to tell them about your business with the Apply Now button. Remember that applying will not affect your credit score. This is a soft pull. And the second step is they will review and discuss. So they will talk to you. You will review and discuss your options with your dedicated business growth advisor. And the third step is you complete the process online or over the phone and access funds the same or next business day. Let me really dig a little deeper here because this trifecta, those 3 steps are so quintessential. When they ask you to tell them about your business, you really want to be transparent here. Remember, this is you have no business credit or no personal credit, doesn't matter, but they want to have a lot of information from you. They want to have your bank statements for the last 3 months. They want to have your financial statements. Be as comprehensive as possible. I'm talking here about your company's balance sheet, your company's income statements, your company's statement of cash flow, your company's statement of owner's equity. Who is the owner of the company? So you want to provide as much information as possible to Zing Funding. In some cases, they might ask you for your business tax returns, your 1065 if you're a partnership or an LLC, or your 1120S or 1120C if you are a subchapter S corporation or C corporation, respectively. That's the first step. Second step, you need to review and discuss your options. So what will happen here is that based on the info you sent them and your liquidity needs, your business growth advisor, this is the business rep, the loan rep at Zing Funding, this is how he or she is called, they will talk to you. They will actually see whatever options work for you based on your macro, your industry, your company, your whatever matters to your company. They will pay attention to everything and they will give you options. And if you agree to one of those options, that's when they will run a hard pull on your personal credit in some cases. And the third step is you complete the process. So you just have to you can complete the process online or over the phone. You need to sign the promissory notes and you get the cash in your account and you are good to go. Let me talk to you now about the term loan from Zing Funding. Obviously, this show is about a $500,000 credit line without business credit, but Zing Funding does also offer a term loan, and I want to really talk about that. Okay, again, folks, we are speaking about a massive line of credit from Zing Funding, $500,000 maximum credit. What is a term loan about? So with the term loan, you get a lump sum of cash with terms from 6 months to 5 years. You can save interest on early repayments. You have amounts from $10,000 to $1 million. This is pretty good. Loan amounts from $10,000 all the way to $1 million. You're able to actually finance nearly everything. Think about it, because you're able to boost inventory, you're able to hire staff, you're able to kick off some marketing campaigns, you're able to buy inventory for seasonal upticks, all that kind of stuff. And in terms of the requirements, time in business, 6 months minimum. Your personal credit must be above $500, and your monthly revenue must be above $10,000. When we're speaking about monthly revenue, they're actually looking at your gross revenue, and they will check that through your income statement, your company's income statement. All right. And we've seen in some cases where Zing Funding was able to go below $10,000. They went all the way to $7,500, depending on the states where you are operating from. So if you have any question, please, I want you to contact them. The number is 470-531-1715. 470-531-1715. You can even email them at support@zingfunding.com. One thing I want to see here is that the term loan, the requirements are a little stricter than the line of credit, because the term loan, you would actually, they'll give you the lump sum and you have to repay them over 5 years. Whereas the business line of credit, it's more like a credit card where they feel like they have more control over how you use the card, how you use the line rather. Okay. But overall, you just need to have monthly revenue minimum of $10,000 gross, and your personal credit must be minimum $500. So after the term loan, I want to talk about the line of credit, folks. So the line of credit, again, in this show, this is I'm talking about a massive line of credit from Zing Funding, $500,000. The line of credit is pretty good because it allows you to get access to financing whenever you need it. And this is exactly what we're talking about in today's conversation. You only pay for what you use, and the amount goes out to $500,000. The lines of credit allows you to maintain access to working capital without paying interest for it. For us, this is very important because guess what? Sometimes you don't need to borrow $500,000, so you don't need a term loan. You just need 20 grand, but you want to have enough cash on the side so that if the right opportunity were to arise, you can seize it You don't want to always get a hard pull because you need 20 grand here, 30 grand here, 50 grand here. No, you want to apply it once and for all, and you have the money sitting there and waiting for you to use it. Okay, and with the line of credit from Zing, you are able to sign up for weekly or monthly payment options. I was telling you earlier that they will actually customize the frequency to match your cash flows. Okay, and this is really what really matters. So you only pay interest when you use the line. And with the line of credit from Zing, you have easier financing capabilities. So because the money is there whenever you need it, you have flexible financing that allows you to draw for what you need when you need it. You have delayed interest, so you only pay interest for money while it is working for you. You have ultimate capital access, so as draws are repaid, those funds are available to draw again, giving you the ultimate flexibility in capital access. This is like a credit card, but even better. And you have a team of financing specialists who are there to make sure the loan or line of credit works for your business. Okay, and again here, the requirements are similar. Monthly sales above 10 grand, personal credit above 500, and the time in business 6 months. So even if you are a startup, and this is what we love about this line of credit and Zing Funding in general, this is fantastic because if you are a startup, you could still qualify for this card, or for this line of credit, rather, not the card, for this line of credit. Okay, I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. In this show, I am talking to you about a $500,000 Zing credit line without business credit. This is a massive line of credit. And now I want to talk to you about a product that, a lending product that Zing calls FlexPay. And what is FlexPay? FlexPay allows you to secure cash now from your unpaid invoices or future sales. Let me just say this in English. It just means that you have a revenue-based funding option, or you have an MCA, or you have, this could be an MCA if you have electronic sales. This can be accounts receivable factoring or accounts receivable financing. Because with FlexPay from Zing, you have the repayment terms are aligned with your receivables or driven by your credit card sales. See, when you have credit card sales, you have MCAs, merchant cash advances, or you have revenue-based financing arrangements. And with the FlexPay, you can get access to larger amounts. And I'm putting this information here because in case you're just telling me, hey, listen, I love the info you are just sharing with me, but $500,000, that's just too little for me. I need bigger amounts. I need larger amount. But guess what? I've got you covered. So we have the FlexPay here. With this FlexPay, the amounts range from $5,000 to $5 million, folks. That's what I'm talking about, right? So $5,000 to $5 million. And flex funding is basically funding on your own terms. And this is the kind of working capital that is tailored to meet your net terms or monthly revenue fluctuations, okay? And this is kind of cool because it allows you to counter the deleterious effects of seasonality and cyclicality, especially if you are in an industry where customers have net 60, net 35, net 45 terms before repaying you, and in the meantime you need to finance other parts of your business. This FlexPay strategy, this FlexPay loan option is a great option. And flex funding gets you a lump sum of money that you repay on your terms. It's more flexible because it is less focused on personal credit compared to other financing options. You can access future revenue, so you can really unlock the value of your outstanding receivables or future sales today. For more information, please contact Zing Funding. The number is the same, 470-531-1715. And you can email them at support@zingfunding.com. Now let's talk about how the whole thing works. Folks, in this show, I am speaking to you about a $500,000 Zing credit line without business credit. And the maximum amount is $500,000. Okay, so let's just talk about how the whole thing works. With Zing Funding, as I've just explained to you, you have three different business loan products. You have the term loan, you have the credit line, and you have the flex pay. And the cool thing here is that all these three products, this trifecta, you can get one of them without business credit. And even if you have bad credit or fair credit, you can still qualify because the minimum personal FICO score is 500. Okay, so the loan application form, the way the whole thing works is the loan application form is pretty straightforward. They will ask you for information about your company. They'll ask you information about the loan proceeds. How are you going to use the loan proceeds? Why you are applying for this loan in the first place? What assets need to be purchased and who your suppliers are, right? Because Zing Funding wants to make sure that you are using the money for the proper operational setup. This is important. And they might want to ask also about other business that you have or who your creditors are. And this is just purely from a DTI analysis perspective. DTI stands for debt to income ratio. And so they're able to actually analyze your financials and see exactly what's going on in terms of liquidity. Speaking of liquidity, the whole thing works in the sense that Zing Funding want to take a look at your financial statements, specifically your statement of cash flows. Statement of cash flow has this is an important financial document. It has three sections. It has cash flows from operating activities, cash flows from investing activities, and cash flows from financing activities. Those are three elements that Zing Funding will pay attention to make sure that from a liquidity standpoint, your business is solid. They will pay attention to your income tax returns also. They will ask for your business tax returns. So my point here is that simply because you have no business credit doesn't mean you cannot get funding. As long as you can supply other form of paperwork, other forms of documentation to a lender, and in this case, Zing Funding, you can get the funding you need. Now, let's talk about the application, folks. How do you apply? In this show, I'm still talking to you about a massive business line of credit without business credit. And the lender is Zing Funding. And the maximum limit here is $500,000. So let's go through the application. You can see on the screen here, first they're asking you for the legal name of the business, right? This is important. So you want to actually put the legal name of the business there. You want to talk about how much you need. Here we put $250,000. Just trying to be a little optimistic here. And they're asking you the use of loan proceeds. We put business expansions. Remember, there are other choices. You can choose working capital, inventory, equipment purchase, debt consolidation, or other. And at any point during the application process, you can call Zing. That's why they have the little icon, the little phone icon at the bottom right part of the screen, as you can see. And how long has this business been operating? At least 6 months? Yes. Do you have a business bank account? Yes. Has your business generated at least $10,000 in bank deposits per month for the last 3 months? It has to be yes. You put your first name, your last name, your email, your phone number. Then you have to put your business here. They want more information about your business. So when is the start date of your business? You have to put the date because this is important for them to know exactly how long you have been operating. And if your business operates under any other names, for example, DBA is doing business as. So for example, you can have a DBA as the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show, whereas the legally recognized name of the company is ABC Company, for example. Then you click next. Then you want to give them more information about your industry. So you select your primary industry. Here they're analyzing your macro. Okay, they're looking at the industry and the sub-industry. So here we put information and other information services. And if there's anything else you want to add, that's really wonderful. Here we put not really, but honestly, we strongly recommend that you use any optional space to explain further and make your case. because you want to get the loan approved. That's what you want. Here, we're just doing this for a tutorial, so that's why we put not really. As you can see on the screen, this is purely for sake of speed, okay? So for sake of speed, we're not filling out this part in this tutorial. And next here, they're asking you for other stuff. So I want you to look on the screen here, you can see. And so let's review what we have so far and explore how Zing can help you fill your business for growth. That's what they said here. And if there's any other information you want to put there, no. How would you like to structure this financing? So you can choose term loan, it can be line of credit, it can be flex funding. And you can say, I'd like to discuss the best product with the business product advisor. Here we chose term loan. It should have been line of credit, but it's just a little mistake, but it should have been line of credit because this show is about the line of credit. So you put the line of credit there. And if you have, they're asking you if you have any other loans with a daily or weekly payment. You have to put no, because for them, it's just a matter of DTI. I was just telling you about the DTI, right? So debt to income ratio, very important for them. So here you have to put no, so they know that you have enough liquidity to cover the line of credit just in case you have tapped into it. And they want to have more information about your ownership status. Here you have to explain it. You have to give the business a tax ID, the EIN, your first name, last name, your social security number, your date of birth, and your level of ownership in the business. And here you'll have to attach some documents. This is important to attach the documents. So the bank statements for the last 3 months, you can see here. So at this point, you can remember that if you don't want to provide this data now, it's fine also. You can check the box that says, I will provide this after I speak with the business growth advisor. This is fine also. So if you want to provide the statements later, that's fine. Maybe you're not ready, or you just want to think about it, or you maybe want to give yourself options, all that kind of stuff. So you can, and because once you provide them with your data, this is kind of confidential data, right? So you want to be sure that you are considering Zing as your lender before sending them proprietary company information. So this is very important. And so once you do this, once you set everything here, remember that they are not asking you for anything else. They're not asking you for your financial statements, not at this stage at least. They're only asking for your bank statements. And once you do this, just click submit. Once you click submit, that's it. You have it there. Congratulations, you are pre-approved. You have taken the first step to grow your business. We are excited to work with you to jumpstart your business growth. Your dedicated business growth advisor will call you within 2 business hours. So this is how the whole process works. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was actually talking to you about a $500,000 credit line without business credit from Zing Funding. FICO minimum 500, and the startup. If you have a startup, you are welcome. So I gave you an overview about the company, about the offer rather, the steps, the term loan, the line of credit, the flex pay, how the whole thing works, and the application process. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.